fucking know.
Yeah, I tried to play Warframe once for about 3-4 hours, and it felt clunky and awkward to play, so I stopped. That's pretty much my whole story with Warframe.
It gets better. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised you found it clunky to begin with, but your movement options do increase as you go through.
It just felt like the control scheme was weird, and because I was playing on PC, obviously it was a ball ache to try and change that shit.
Your control scheme was weird.
You know, people seem to like it, especially on our server for some reason, so they can have their fun. Yeah.
No, squash their fun. Dictate. Mandate.
And micromanage every.
Yeah, because that's how things go well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fandom Flux. I probably should have timed that where I wasn't about to yawn and stretch and bend. But, oh well, that's fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast episode 258, probably. Yeah, sounds about right. Belching into the mic, professional. I had a big dinner or breakfast, as the case may be. I'm Casey. How's it going? The rude, disgusting one that belches into the microphone. And with me we have Kenchi.
Yeah, like I was saying, be a proper dictator. You know, dictate, mandate, take over everything, maybe slaughter a few people, then disappear for a few centuries. You know, make them wonder if you ever existed at all, and then come back with a vengeance.
Are you quoting Alucard?
No, he's quoting Frieza.
Right.
I can't remember the proper quote.
It was pretty damn close. Well done. I couldn't remember exactly what that's from, but it definitely pings something.
Only to come back at the end and destroy them all. It was a bit closer, I think, for the ending. But that was, yeah, not bad. Kenchi's here, yeah. He's a dictate, certainly.
Damn right.
Zero's here, kind of.
Hi, everybody. The maids didn't show up today, so I don't know what happened. I hope they're safe.
Oh,
they're not
no.
caught in another maid war.
Yeah, they're knife fighting in the streets.
Zero's entire world is torn asunder.
Sorry, not knife fighting, duster fighting.
Which could arguably be worse, you know, with the allergies.
Yeah. They're swiffing the fuck out of each other. It's terrible. It's tragedy happening.
It sounds lewd.
It does. That's probably a fetish to someone.
Gross.
You never know. Slice is here. It's probably a fetish to him, to be honest.
What is?
Swiffering the fuck out of someone.
No, not quite. I'm gonna mop, maybe.
How about
Wet, but, you know.
Ew. How about dusters?
Oh, come on. Everyone likes the feather duster thing. Like,
No.
it's not that weird.
I think that's just you, actually.
No, as far as maids go, the feather duster is a classic.
Anyways, moving on.
I was going to see how far that could go.
Weeks. We had weeks, right?
We did. Zero. You might be inundated with angry flocks of maids at any moment, so we'll go with you first.
Okay.
They travel in flocks, right? Probably.
I think they travel in swarms. I'm not sure.
Daggles.
Or a murder of maids.
Let's go with that.
I was about to say a murder of maids, yeah.
That sounds like we're playing Clue. I recently bought the Ace Attorney trilogy on Switch.
Why?
Because I've never played an Ace Attorney game before. So, I've been playing that. That's fun. Nothing really to say too much on it other than I really love crime solving. It's just fun. Just a bunch of logic puzzles, really. Aside from...
I hope they put the Layton games on Switch at some point. That'd be cool.
Hey, you know, at the rate that things are going on Switch, probably.
I mean, it's not a bad fit. It's got a touch control.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This past week, my parents have been out of town. I think they went to Cabo with their friends, leaving me here with my grandpa. And so I've been taking care of my grandpa, making sure he gets his medicine and everything for nighttime.
Well, that's good of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not much has really been happening in that vein, I guess. I'm trying to think of if I've recently I've been trying to catch up on some anime. Watched episode 8 of Zombieland Saga. That was really good.
I really need to get on watching that, because I do want to.
It is a good show. Genuinely very good. It's an idol show, but yet it's just a really good show. That's also I don't know, I don't typically watch idol shows or anything like that, but this has got me hooked. So that's saying something.
It seems self-aware enough to acknowledge the disgusting part of the idol industry, or at least poke fun at it a little bit. I'm not really sure.
I would say I'll just give it a big recommend for now. Other than that, I've been working a lot, so it's just been pretty tough. Just working, then making dinner, and then just sleeping, and not having much time for free time other than just focusing on making stuff for D&D games, because I have a game today, and this is the group that decided to break out of prison 4 sessions early, and was going up against a literal army of guards, because they're in the most secure prison in the country, and they're like, no, we're not going to do this fight, and we're not going to. It's like, you chose to do the fight, but we're not going to do this fight, so we're going to rebel right now. And they all have backup characters made. Everybody is prepared to die.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So I am looking forward to seeing how well they survive, if at all. Aside from that, I've been just trying out listening to new podcasts. Recently was listening to a podcast called Blackout. So it's an episodic kind of a radio show type style of thing, but we're well, not necessarily, it is a fiction podcast with multiple characters, music, sound effects. It's really well done, audio wise, and the whole premise of it is essentially a large blackout kind of sweeps across America, and power's just out for a long time, for seemingly forever, basically. And it's kind of almost a post-apocalyptic situation, except you're just slowly seeing, without power, people reverting to more kind of savage methods of people will riot, or people will loot, or people will just... It's interesting. And
I like the fact that the radio play format has come back somehow with the internet age.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of it, because it's good storytelling, and I can listen to it while I'm working. So it's my it's me being like, I can't read right now, like I love to do, but I can at least listen to something. So I'm big recommend for Blackout. I think that's just a fun show. Aside from that, I find that I like to listen to a lot of podcasts that talk about either horror fiction, or occasionally just. I was recently listening to Last Podcast on the Left, and they typically cover serial killers and stuff. Is I just like knowing all this stuff, and I have a thing for like, I really like horror, but I don't like horror games or anything. It was like just hearing about it or hearing about the stories. I always find very interesting, and that helps during, just like to pass the time. But man, there's some really twisted people out there. Aside from me listening to a bunch of audio shows and such, trying to think of note happened, because I didn't go out and see any movies recently. But the Lion King trailer dropped. If you guys saw that.
I have not. I meant to, but yeah.
I saw it get dropped in our Discord, but I didn't. I don't really want to watch it.
I refuse.
There's this one. There's this one post. It's just like, I saw the Lion King trailer, and I just. Let's remove all the life from the Lion King and just make a nature documentary. Because that's what it looks like, and that's what it feels like, and
I just can't wait to be king. None of that. No happy cheeriness.
Apparently Scar's song might not even be in there.
No.
What? That is not okay.
Nope. I'm out.
So
I need Jeremy Irons or fake Jeremy Irons or whatever trying desperately to sing menacingly and not quite succeeding. Yeah. I need that.
So, yes, and also just like, if you look at the character design, hey, yeah, it just, there's no soul to this. And I heard somewhere that Disney is doing these live action remakes to hold on to like copyrights or licenses, which I guess that makes sense, but
kind of depressing. But companies are known for doing that.
Yeah, it's just like I linked in the chat for you guys just kind of a comparison of Scar in the original versus the remake. Not remake, but live action, quote unquote. 3D. It's not live action because they're all CG animals. But yeah.
It kind of depresses me that kids are gonna grow up with these versions of these films.
I hadn't thought about that. That is kind of sad.
Yeah. Also, did you guys see the trailer for the Joker movie?
Yes.
I'm just not interested.
I did, yes. It was quite good.
Yeah. I'm actually really liking the direction they're taking. I'm curious to see how that ends up being, because it looks like it's good.
Like, listen, Joaquin Phoenix is in it. I'll watch it just out of curiosity.
Yeah, we've seen the best that could possibly be done with, just straight up Joker being Joker in like just facing down Batman and that sort of thing. We've seen the animated version with Mark Hamill. That was amazing. We've seen the live action version with Heath Ledger. That was also amazing in an entirely different, possibly better way, but you could argue there's debate to be had there. This is a different take, and it's an appealing take compared to fucking tattered up Joker from Suicide Squad. Doesn't bear talking about anymore. But yeah, I like this new idea for it. Like, it seems, I'd say it's trying to speak to that whole one bad day thing that's popular with Joker fans. But this doesn't seem like one bad day. This seems just like a life of isolation and awkward, not quite getting other people.
And mental illness.
And mental illness. And then one bad day. And then just giving up. Yeah.
It's a very interesting direction they're taking, because just the way that it, like at the very last shot of that trailer, he gets a bit of a smile, like a smirk. It's like, that sort of, I guess I found my purpose now. I guess I found what really makes me happy. And that, I don't know, it's an interesting character portrait of the Joker. Obviously, there's a million different backstories for the Joker, and this is just going to be another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm already really loving the direction they're taking, and I hope that it ends up being good.
I guarantee people are going to bitch about the plot of this movie because that's not how the Joker came to be. There, no one knows how the Joker exists or why he exists or anything.
I've seen a lot of people. Well, I've seen a few people. I'm not going to say a lot of people. I've seen a few people that are very vocal people with platform saying they want this to be a story that Dark Knight Joker is telling for an origin that is bullshit like all the other ones he told. I don't really care about linking this to Dark Knight Joker. This can just be another. Can it just be another thing?
People always are going to bitch about the Joker. Like, oh, I want the Joker to be, I want the Joker to be this super genius, or I want the Joker to make sure to always keep intact the fact that every backstory is a lie, and that's okay.
That'd be interesting if, like, the present Joker was like trying to narrate his own origin story, but kept like forgetting his own details, or just like throwing it out halfway through and starting over.
I think there's no problem with having a story of like this is an origin of the Joker, a character study of this version of the Joker. I think that's interesting.
Like he's locked up and being interrogated or something.
No, now I've just got the fucking Doug Walker skit of the Joker practicing his bullshit origin story stuck in my head.
Apparently this movie takes place in the 80s.
Yeah, I can see that. Based on the trailer, it had a vibe that was a little retro, but not massively so.
And there's just this weird sort of vibe to it that I'm really digging. I don't know. It's hard to really talk about this in detail, but like, yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie in October. It comes out.
A promising DC film. Another one. It's almost like it's happening. Almost.
I'll tell you what. At the very least, he can't be as bad as Jared Leto.
That's very true.
We have a bottom line.
In this one, he's probably actually in the film, so that's probably better.
I've heard from people who have watched all the cut scenes of like, yeah, it helps explain Jared Leto's Joker a bit more. Doesn't make him that much better. But
I hope it's good.
Here's hoping that Arthur, this fellow here, makes for an interesting Joker. But that's it for my week. I can't think of anything else that really happened other than I'm still watching reactions to the last episode of Mob Psycho as an excuse to watch more of Mob Psycho.
Right, season 2's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, season 2 ended for Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Oh, and season 1 of One Punch Man aired. Or season 2 of One Punch Man, episode 1.
Was it as disappointing as everyone thought it was going to be?
You can feel it, like, physically, that it's not as good.
Oh. At least it's up front, I suppose.
Like, there are shots where I just look at that, I'm like, that's not what One Punch Man looks like. That's not what this action should be looking like. Why is this character not actually being moving or animating? Yeah. All right. I think that's it for my week.
That's so depressing.
I don't have much, so I'll throw my stuff out, I guess. I had been working a lot over the past couple of weeks, so I actually took a couple of days off earlier this week. So that was cool. Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Just time not thinking about any of the things I'm writing or how I'm not actually writing any of my things on fanfiction currently, which is probably a thing I need to fix this weekend. I need to update something on there. So, that's been good. I basically spent a lot of time watching another reaction channel, RTTV, which is pretty good. They were doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged, so I watched about half of that again, because that was, there. And then they also did a reaction series of Last Airbender, which was also pretty good.
Wait, and a reaction series of what?
The Last Airbender.
Gotcha. Okay, it got a little warped.
Yeah. So that was good. It's like watching the entire series of that again without having to watch all of that series again and just getting the highlights, because they cut it up because they aren't allowed to use the whole episode, obviously. So that was, fun experience, just going back to that. Yeah.
That does sound very relaxing, actually.
Yeah. And just something I can throw on in the background if I want to do something else while I'm doing it as well, if need be. Because that's just multitasking all the goddamn time, and I need to stop. Aside from that, it turns out you can change your name on PSN now, which is cool. Or it would be if someone hadn't already taken my fucking name twice. Yup.
What got taken? Flux Casey or?
Yup.
Wow.
With an underscore and with a hyphen. Yep.
That's just impressive.
Can you just do it with no spaces between and just capitalize the Casey?
I'll try that too. I'll try that later. And
capitalize the F and capitalize the K, the C and K.
I don't think it's case sensitive, so I don't think that'll work.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
You'll have to actually change up the characters, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I have to stop trying new permutations of that particular name because, of course, my fucking connection to PSN died while I was in the middle of doing it, because of course it did, because it's PSN and it's shit. But, that's fine. I'll get back to it later and do that, because that needs doing. Probably before this podcast comes out, so no one actually has the bright idea of doing that again. I have suspicions.
think someone's gonna drop $60 on the damn PlayStation Network thing just to take a name from you. It'd be funny.
It's $8 or pounds or whatever. It's like a tenner in dollars.
What, for a month?
No, you don't need to buy an account. It's just changing your account name, so you can just do that, and that's it.
You know, I'm gonna change my name.
To what?
You know what?
Isn't your name already that?
Flux Casey? No.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Kenji wants to be a dick too. Oh, cool. That's great.
And then I'll change it. Of course, by the time I change it back, my name will be stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be because people actually want yours. Yeah. Fucking goddamn.
What if I steal your name or whatever name, and then you try one of your names and none of them work, and then you're like, huh? And you try to punch in my name real quick. And it's a
How
bad
about we
joke.
just let me try and get my name? Shall we do that? I think we should do that. Oh, let's do that. Yeah. Okay. That works for me, and that's the important part. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Okay. So.
Now I feel glad I haven't changed my username in like 15 years.
I've never changed mine. I've changed it since 2007.
So that's that whole thing. That's pretty much my week. I need to do a lot of writing today because my days off have gone now. I'm back to doing things again. So 2 things I need to update. One of them is probably going to destroy my reader base because it's a thing that people on QQ generally have a real distaste for. So that's probably gonna end that story for me. So that might be nice, I guess.
I'm not familiar with QQ's standards. What is it?
They have a saying that is very popular. NTR is a trash fetish, is the thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it is. So.
Yeah. So. So that's gonna be a thing. That's pretty much it for my week. And who hasn't gone? Kenchi.
Okay.
You're Kenchi. You're gonna stay Kenchi. Because you're Kenchi.
Sure.
Kenchi.
Why would I want to be anyone else? I'm amazing.
That's a good question, Kenchi. So you should stay Kenchi. Kenchi.
I'm not going to change my name. It takes too much effort. I'm too lazy to do that.
It's true.
I'm glad
That's
to hear
why
that, Kenji.
he won't prank you because it's.
So, there's a big ass hole in my kitchen wall.
How did you do that, Kenchi?
Why?
I didn't do it. My idiot friends did it.
Likely story.
Yeah, because this weekend was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I had my friends over to enjoy the festivities with lots of alcohol. And one of them decided that they were me for a second and they could pick up another one of my friends.
Oh.
And they couldn't. So they stumbled and fell into my wall. So now there's a nice shoulder-sized hole in my wall. And I fixed it. But he's going to pay me.
Understandable.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, yeah. The entire night was kind of disappointing because apparently I'm the only one that can actually hold my liquor and sit still when I'm drunk. And I didn't even really get the chance to get as messed up as I wanted to because I was too busy babysitting all night, basically. So I didn't even get to watch the show. It was a 5-hour show. I can't honestly say I got to enjoy 15 minutes of it. And I'm talking in total, not consecutively. It's not a good time, honestly. Kind of disappointing. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it happens. So anyway, when the next day, my brother texts me and like, hey, he shows me ticket prices for WrestleMania, which is going to be in Tampa, Florida. which is where he lives now. So next year, there could be a chance that I would go down there and go to WrestleMania.
Hey.
However,
Destroy his house instead.
I'm not going to destroy his house. My brother doesn't deserve that. He's an asshole, but he's my ass. Ticket prices are ridiculous because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this, and he sent me stuff from like the very top, which is like $200 or $300 for like top row seats. And I'm like, there's no way I'm sitting at the fucking top.
Are those bad seats? I'm not familiar with.
They're the highest up. It's in the stadium.
Oh, so you don't see
kind of
anything.
Yeah, nosebleeds. And I was like, if we're going, I'm not sitting the fuck up there. However, the lower level tickets, they're like $1,000.
Yeah.
And I don't have that.
Yeah, how much do you want to enjoy this? Put a number to that enjoyment.
I don't have that much money, man. Just don't. The lowest I've found for where I want to sit is like $920. But there's also some pretty decent looking club level seats that are around that. So it would be a nice view, I think.
And there's always $200 and a $40 pair of binoculars, I guess.
No.
Hey, it's how I have to watch things.
Casey. Well, I have vision.
I know you do.
And I want to use that vision to enjoy. Also, if I go down there, I'm basically going to spend the entire weekend networking because it's also like a gigantic convention of professional wrestling. Like even people that aren't associated with WWE are all over the place that whole weekend. So it'd be really cool if I could, meet someone and be like, hey, I'm here. Anything going on around here? Need, a spare body for some stuff? I can wrestle. I'm trained. I've done some stuff. And maybe get my foot in the door somewhere. That'd be nice. Of course, none of this is etched in stone. It's just a thought. Because he texted me the day after WrestleMania where I literally have 365 days to make a kind of decision.
You have maybe
6 months, okay.
300 days at best.
I'll give myself 6 to 8 months to make a decision. But yeah, let's see what else. Back to wrestling grind this week because that vacation's over, and I have 2 shows on Saturday. I'm gonna die.
Ouch! Like in a row, or
there's one in the afternoon, one at night.
Okay, at least some level of resting between them. Then.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna be gone all day Saturday, so I'm not gonna get anything done creatively this week. So people waiting on updates, just chill out for a little longer, I guess. I don't even think I updated anything this week. Did I? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Let's see what else we got around here. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat's coming out this month, and I want it. I want it bad. Is that a good hum or a bad hum?
That's a kind of
You
I
don't
like
care,
Mortal
hum?
Kombat 9. I played that for a while, but it's not one of the series that I'm like, yay, and then all of the fun getting sucked out of it for this entry seems not great. So,
Well, I'm gonna give it a go. You never know.
it could be cool. It will still have the grotesque violence, probably, but that's it.
Of course it will. It's Mortal Kombat. People weren't getting dismembered and stuff, and what's the point? Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for me. You may now move along with your daily occurrences.
Thanks, Eeyore.
Fuck off.
Slicer, you want to rescue us from that terrible, terrible outro. Jesus.
Screw you.
Why not?
I guess my day is done. Time to mosey on over to something else.
Mosey on over to the watering hole.
My mic working?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, it kind of cut out the middle of me talking there. I was just gonna let that rock for a few more seconds, but all right, sure, we can do that. My week's been pretty short, honestly. It has been for a while. It's similar to Zero. I've just been kind of working, sleeping, eating. That's about it. I also started watching Community, which meant that I actually recognized the reference Kenji made earlier, so that was cool.
Which one was that? I missed that.
This better not awaken something in me.
Oh, okay.
It's about a school, a community college, and the dean watches a video about a guy dressed in a Dalmatian suit. It's skin, and then in a few episodes later, he invites a mascot, which is a Dalmatian, to a school event for himself as a date. The dean character just gets more and more sexually interesting as the series progresses. It's delightful, really. He's one of my favorite characters.
I'd say adventurous more than interesting, because those words have different connotations. Like, you do you, but...
That's fair. Interesting to view, I suppose.
Alright, yep, okay. Let's just roll with that. So, yeah, it's a good show. I like that show.
It's pretty fantastic. I think I just started season 3, yesterday.
It's going to dip for season 3 in full. And then it comes back to the 4 in 5 and 6.
Oh, good. Okay. That's good. Okay. I was going to watch it to the end, so...
It's still pretty decent television for 3 and 4, but it's not as high as the highs with the first 2 seasons and such, so...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I've been doing is playing Warframe. I've been playing a lot of Warframe. It is very complex. There is a lot of systems in play, none of which the game tells you about. Yeah. Also, platinum is fucking expensive. The game's in-game currency. So I don't actually know if I'll ever be buying any of it, because it's like I can get 5 more inventory slots for $10.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how a lot of these free-to-play games have a huge premium on inventory space, and like Fate Go's the same, but it doesn't feel like you ever actually need to buy any. It's weird.
Yeah, and this one you absolutely do, because I'm making 3 weapons right now. Like in my foundry, I'm currently crafting 3 different weapons, because they take 12 or 24 hours to complete. Or you can pay money to rush them, obviously. But, yeah, so that's already like $5 worth of space that I'm taking out. And I'm not sure if it's worth it to get rid of weapons you've already maxed out, or what. I'm not sure. But the actual game part of it is quite fun. It's very complicated about how to make a weapon do more damage. Progression is not upward, it's diagonal, or even sideways. So it's really weird, but hey, I'm having a good time, so that's really the takeaway from this.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Like I said, it's been a pretty slow week, or fast, or whatever you want to take that as. Days are very one note.
Yeah, not much going on anywhere. I mean, Easter's next week. That's cool, right? We all care about Easter. That time where we used to get chocolate and now we don't anymore.
Yeah, do we?
That's pretty much the extent of Easter nowadays. Is
don't sleep on Easter. It's the day that Jesus Christ turned into a rabbit and decided to come back once a year to reward us all with chocolate for reasons.
I bought a box of cream eggs. That's my contribution to the Easter celebrations.
I don't know what's going to happen for me. I'm probably going to get confused for Easter. So I may taste chocolate at some point in time, but it won't be there.
That's alarming.
It'll be the head injury.
If you smell almonds, I don't know what to do. But I can't have chocolate, and I can't have most candies, so it does kind of take away from a lot of the enjoyment.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, I can, but I'll be in pain for the next hour or
Can
two.
you just like boil some eggs and like paint them and eat that?
I could, I guess. I do like deviled eggs, like a lot.
I don't even know why you would personally paint the eggs when you're just going to immediate them.
It does make more work for myself,
But it's festive.
I suppose. Or I could just, I don't know. I could make the eggs and draw egg designs on a piece of paper or something. That's just all really stupid.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Trying to enjoy Easter as adults.
Yeah. None of us have kids. That would probably be the main draw for adults, right?
I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I was having a haircut yesterday, and the stylist was talking about Easter, and I thought it had already passed. I assumed I had forgotten about it.
Yeah, same. It's in fairness, it's really late this year, so that makes sense. Yeah. It's a thing.
I don't know. Anything coming out soon people are looking forward to?
Really,
the end of the
I
month.
still need to get fucking Sekiro and Devil May Cry 5. But that's
Yeah.
May cry.
that's
Right.
for people with money, and I'm still waiting on that happening. So
Well, DMC5 can wait until Bloody Palace comes out, because why not? It's free. So I'd say get Sekiro first.
yeah.
And if you don't have enough this month, I'd be happy to get it for you.
Also, Avengers comes out at the end of this month.
Oh shit.
What does?
Avengers.
Oh, wait, sir. Wow. That came out sooner than I thought.
Week of the 27th. Why don't I just say the 26th? I'm an idiot.
Showtime for Avengers Endgame is on the 24th. Is the first day of it for me. That's like a
I'm going
midnight
to-
showing.
going that Saturday.
Bought tickets as soon as
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 21 screenings of fucking Avengers on its first day if you include the midnight release.
That movie is going to make an ass load of money.
Yeah.
It's going to crush everything. It's all encompassing. No one's not going to watch that movie.
Yep, pretty much. Well, the people that, with some inexplicable power of will, have ignored literally every Marvel film, they're probably not going to see it. But people that have any kind of interaction with culture of popular means is probably going to watch this film. Quite possibly multiple times.
I'm going to watch it once. I can only go on the Fields train once.
I think I might have to treat myself to a late birthday present and see it like 2 weeks after it comes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go see it in the... Oh, shit, spoilers, though. Oh, God, the
God,
memes are going to be terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
That's the only reason. It's the only reason I'm going this week, because fuck, I hate being in theaters with other people.
Yeah, that's why I want to wait. And I can avoid the internet for a while. I barely check Reddit as it is.
Okay.
As
When's
long
the
as
American
nobody
release?
in the chat. What was that?
When's the American release?
26th.
Okay, that's fine then. All right, so book it for Thursday. What time do you think would be like the least populated for the
Dude,
screenings?
I really don't think it's gonna matter for this one.
No,
But like a
it is
Thursday
not.
during the day, it's
I really don't
probably
think it's
gonna
gonna
want-
matter for this one.
You're probably going to want to aim for like. Well, no, if you aim for early afternoon, that's lunchtime for people.
I don't think people are gonna go and see this on their lunch break. It's like a 2 and 3.
Yeah,
It's a 3-hour movie.
I had to think of through that process fully.
It's the first one. When is the first viewing?
The first viewing is 8:30 in the morning.
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna matter when you go.
It's not gonna matter much, but there's gonna be like
I would suggest waiting like 3 days and booking the first showing in the because nobody wants to get up that fucking early, and the hype will have died down at least a tiny bit after a few days.
So if you think you can dodge people for 3 days and the internet, which I doubt you can dodge the internet, go for it.
okay. I'm just gonna quickly create a text channel in our Discord server and say,
You need opinions. You need opinions from others.
no, this is just me preemptively creating this channel because I know we're going to need it.
Oh yeah, fucking spoilers for Avengers.
Yeah.
Put them here, nowhere else. I will kick you out of Discord if you...
Yeah, on pain of ban, this is gonna be where they go. So,
Good call.
spoilers go here on pain of ban anywhere else. There we go. That's... yeah, that needs to be there. And, oh god. I want to watch this without being spoiled, but it's like a minefield of, like, there are so many places that I go that are gonna try and spoil it. Like, oh. Oh well, it's gonna be fun trying to dodge. We'll see how that goes. But
Black out everything.
It's not an option for me. I work at a news station. I kind of need to be on the internet.
yeah. All right. So recommendations, anyone? Aside from the unrecommendation of fucking Lion King, fucking bullshit.
No. Next week's gonna be weird. Can we talk about Shazam next week?
You like?
Okay.
I don't especially care. So
All right.
It's probably
I have
been
things
2
to
weeks.
say about that film.
good things, bad things.
Just things, both ways. But I have no recommendations this week. I'm afraid. Sorry for sidetrack.
0.
It would appear that the maids have resolved their maid.
And they're in this house now.
Yeah, I gotta go.
We're almost done.
Later, guys.
That
5-0.
did we do Patreon this month?
I'll do it next week.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, later.
Later.
Any recommendations?
I can't honestly even suggest Warframe because I don't know enough about it yet. So, Community. Hey,
Okay.
watch. I mean, it's fun. I will recommend Warframe for a fun time, but the incentive, if you have even slight gambling tendencies, the incentive is here to spend a lot of money. So, don't. The recommendation I can give cleanly would be Community because it's just a fun.
Yeah.
any character drama is generally wrapped up in an episode or two. Season 2 made me feel a little bad for Pierce, like kind of really bad, but they're hopefully resolving this.
You'll lose that.
Good to know.
I've forgotten which one was Pierce.
Chevy Chase.
The old man.
Yeah, all right. Also, it has what's her name with the amazing tits in it, so that's nice.
Which one? Because I mean, the female cast in general is fairly attractive.
I can't
Surely
remember
isn't
either a
exactly
character
the type,
name
but-
or the actress's name. The one that was in Glow.
Annie or
Yeah,
Britta?
that's the one.
Okay. Yes, she's quite mouthy and adorable.
That I tried to hold that back and I couldn't. So, yeah, I got no recommendations.
Watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged again. It holds up.
Pretty good, I guess. Yeah, I got nothing. This was a weird episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
It happens.
Everything's kind of blur, and the Lion King's blur, and WrestleMania was blur, and blur, and blur, and blur.
I don't know about you guys, but the weather changing this often and this rapidly it fucks with me.
Oh yeah, you're in the Midwest. You die yet?
Yeah, just about. Jesus. It was like 65 yesterday. Now it's down to like 25 or something, and it's raining.
Yeah.
We were scheduled to get like 2 feet of snow. I'm not surprised if we get that tonight. What is wrong with this plan?
Many things.
Does God hate me for liking smut so much? Is this what's wrong?
It's all your fault.
Apparently.
You turned your tiny corner of Iowa forest slicer needs to be destroyed.
Well, shit. Oh well. At least if it's a meteor, I want to see it coming.
Okay, so this was episode 257, probably 8. I don't fucking know.
Dude.
If you'd like to get in contact, you can do so through the channel, through the comments, or through our profiles through... No, don't fucking do that. We've got a Discord. Just use the fucking Discord. I almost slipped into the old intro there. That's how out of it I am for some reason.
I mean, I'll still get an email about it, but I'll get really confused.
Yeah.
You send a message to my fanfiction page.
Oh, and we did get a question from someone in the comments that was asking about Naruto writings and stuff, and he wants to get into it.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So
I can do
Kenshi,
that.
basic pointers. Go.
On Naruto?
Yeah.
Does he have anything specifically, or just like straight up basics?
His parents were alive, if memory serves. I'll pull up the email. Hang on.
Yeah. Because there are things about that universe that you need to keep in mind, but I don't know specifically what he needs to know about.
Oh, sorry. Bump the mic.
Because I could sit here all day with this shit if I had.
I was wondering if I could get some tips from one of the most experienced writers on fanfiction as far as Naruto is concerned. The fic has Naruto's parents alive and well, but as well keeps some of the reincarnation as well as add in mythology stuff to the story a little at a time, and is wondering if he could help. That's you that he's talking about, just to be clear.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're going for exactly, keeping his parents, but just remember that just because Minato and Kushina are alive, he will not be God by the time he's 6 years old. So, scaling is a thing. Unless that's what you're going for and you're freaky one and very powerful. That's also an option. Let's see what else. I'm not sure whether your story's going to focus more on combat or political leanings. You're keeping the fourth Hokage alive. That's kind of important for several. Many things in the series would not have happened were he not dead. So you got to keep in mind that keeping him alive will unravel a whole lot of the plot that you're aware of, and you got to keep track of it.
That Hinata kidnapping thing, they would not have sent that agent if he was alive. Things like that. Like, nobody's gonna fuck with the Leaf while he's still up.
Yeah, he's pretty much the only person that had a flee on sight order, and that kind of means something. So if you're doing fuck around, you're definitely not doing it in his village. See the whole Uchiha thing. Whatever Obito does in the meantime, count for that, because it's not going to be the same at all.
Yeah, the Uchiha thing went down the way it did because Saratobi trusted his advisors, which included Danzo, and Minato will not have the same kind of compunction to do that. He would be leaning more on Jiraiya, more than likely, who would handle things differently.
So yeah, there's really not a whole lot of advice I can give you, because the way you're going, it kind of knocks a whole lot of what we're aware of in canon off the rails and sends it into black inky abyss that you must navigate your way through, hands outstretched. So
I think that is actually the advice in and of itself. If you're going to make that big of a decision, consider all the ramifications of it.
Yeah,
but
like that would be your first step. Would be to figure out where you want the story to start, like where you will actually start writing the story. Like, will you start during his childhood? If so, you might get trapped into just writing a child Naruto story for like 300 chapters. It happens a lot, trust me.
It does.
If you want to actually just start it where canon starts, like, when he first becomes a ninja, plot out all of the things that will change because of the changes you've made before that.
Yeah,
and then you need to establish that in the early chapters.
My best advice is, like, get some paper or something, start making a tree of things that won't happen or will happen or whatever. A series of events that will transpire because Mina's alive. It's your best bet to keep any semblance of whatever. If you're trying to keep some canon elements, that's your best bet of keeping any. But a lot of things are going to go by the wayside. It's going to be hard work to make it coherent, honestly.
Or you could do like what a lot of fanfiction authors do when they're first starting out and just have everything be basically the same, but they're alive, and then just fucking write whatever you feel like. It's good practice, regardless.
Frankly, that's not bad advice. Just fucking do it. But I have a number of friends who they want to write things, and they want to write things that are different than canon, and then they never actually do it because they get so mixed up in the details that they just plan forever. So they never write anything. They just have all these ideas trapped in their head.
Yeah, don't trap yourself doing that. If you really want to do it, just do it and work it out as you go along.
If you have this idea and it's taking you longer than like 2 weeks to even get a word on paper, just fucking do it. Just start writing. And if it's a mess, it's a mess. But hey, you can learn from it.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick look and see if I can find him on fanfiction.net and see if he's written anything else. Because if you haven't, dude, just fucking write stuff. It's as simple as that to start out. When you get a bit of experience under your belt and know how things generally flow with your storytelling, then start working on big, complicated plots and alterations like we've been talking about. But for just starting out, keep it as simple as possible. It will help.
And if you really want to plan some things, just plan out how the actual important things, the things that matter to your story.
You're writing this story in this way because you want to do certain things with it. So just put those down and work towards them. It's my best advice in that situation.
All right, that's with the details that we have. That's what we got, I guess. If you want to join the Discord, we could probably give you a few more tips. Ken doesn't stay
I'll
on top
show
of
up
these.
if you tag me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So
It's happened.
yeah, if you want some more detailed advice, you can hit us up there and just fucking. We have a channel dedicated to discussing writing and things, and there are a bunch of people on the Discord that actually do a lot of writing and have some good insights on how to do things. So, yeah. So, where was I? Right, 258. I'm pretty sure. Honest. YouTube channel through the comments, public Discord, link in the description, Patreon, if you feel so inclined, we would appreciate it. Once again, thanks for listening to episode 258. Food's repeating on me. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you guys.